Hey everybody, welcome to the Maui Raceway Park here in beautiful, where are we?
Punene. Punene, Maui.
Yeah, this is like the old airport area, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm sitting here with Mark Kairos, and he is the track safety director, he's the treasurer, he's the cleanup guy, he's the pig chaser. What don't you do, really?
I don't collect tickets at the front gate. That's about it. Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
That's a tough job.
That is.
I mean, especially this year because I love starting off interviews with problems, and you guys had the problem of some big attendance this year. Mm-hmm. So for the people at the front gate, I mean, there was got to be a moment where those poor ladies leaned out, looked at the line of cars, and just went, keep going. You know?
Yep.
You guys have had a really good 2019.
Yes, we have. This is probably, even though it was an abbreviated season because of our renovation, from when we started till the end, whenever we had an event, it was unbelievable numbers. Mm. Definitely. If we had a complete year, I would say it probably would have been our best year to date in the history of this club. I would have to say that. 2007 was probably a great year just before the recession hit, but this would probably have to stack up to those numbers, definitely.
Wow. So you've got some pretty impressive 2019 numbers. Mm-hmm. You've got some pretty impressive improvements that now you're going to work on between the 2019 and 2020 season. See, this is the thing. A lot of people think when you go to a racetrack, at the end of the season, everybody packs up, you go home, the track lays destitute, wind and tumbleweeds blow through it. And then sometime at the beginning of February, you come, do a quick dust up, and it's all good to go. But that's not how it works.
No, it's an annual thing. We still maintain this facility year round. During the off season, we've got a punch list of repairs and improvements that we need to take care of, and that's our downtime. That we try to squeeze that in there, and we definitely have a lot still scheduled to get done before 2020.
So what kind of stuff are we talking?
Definitely we're looking at improvements to our safety system on our track itself. We would like to continue the guardrails. Right now we've got an area from the current shutdown area to our sand trap, which is pretty much wide open. It's kind of wild west out there. So if a driver gets, knocked out for whatever reason, he's pretty much on his own, and it's about getting the car to the sand pit, and that's what we're looking at. So improving the guardrail system to our sand trap so we can safely get the driver in there if he's out or running fast for whatever reason.
So just like when it was an actual airport here, you're still trying to ensure safe landings.
Oh yes, that's one of our mission statements with the National Hot Rod Association is safety. It's definitely safety based. We try to go fast here, but we got to do it in a safe manner. So
yeah, because this year, as long as we're talking about speed, you guys have set a couple of speed records here.
Definitely.
So cars are getting much faster.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've had a Honda Civic run in the 850 range at 170 miles an hour. That's a little cheap commuter car that's running at that kind of speeds. That car has evolved from your daily transportation to a 850 rocket here. So those things are moving right now. So there's a lot of cars they're really stepping up their game. So it's about the safety aspects. Not only going fast, it's about doing it safely as well. So that's important.
Yeah, and the thing is because as long as we're talking about people responsible for safety and stuff like that, you guys have had a couple of sponsors this year come forward and basically help donate the funds needed to do these track improvements.
Definitely.
Name some of the people this year that have really made the 2019 season possible.
Definitely, it probably would start with our local government. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for our local government at the state level as well as the county level supporting this park, we would never have gotten them funds to do the renovation. And that was the major stepping stone to get in the park where it is today. So that was what started it off. And then once that was completed, we've had a lot of sponsors come in that helped us with safety equipment or monies to help purchase items that will make the track what it is. So definitely NAPA Auto Parts, they're one of our big sponsors now. They've come in, supplied us with signage and so forth, that the monies that they bring in, I mean, it helps all the way around. So definitely that's one of our primary sponsors going forward. I mean, you guys, Q103, I mean, you guys helped us a lot as far as our marketing campaign. A lot of people never knew Maui Raceway Park existed. And
the shame of it all.
yes, I mean, and it's the partnership with Valley Isle Timing Association and your radio station and so forth that's helping getting the word out that hey, there's a track out here on Maui. And I mean, yes, social media helps, but everybody listens to the radio, regardless who you are. And I think having that voice in your ear several times a day, it helps. Definitely, it helps.
Yeah, I've heard I'm quite a voice and quite an earful at times. But you guys, like when I was up here for the final race, I mean, talk about an earful. There's so much chatter going on for a race. I mean, how many volunteers did you use this year?
We've probably got about 15 dedicated volunteers that handles different aspects throughout the park. And we do have paid employees, which we pay for, that handle certain areas. I mean, there's some positions that you can't just take someone off the street and say, hey, go do this.
Yeah.
And those people are normally our paid staff. But there's a lot of people that handle a lot of cleanup and setting up and taking down. Those kind of people or volunteers, that's what keeps the park going. Definitely. Definitely.
So what's your biggest expectation? Because like this year, like I said, we've had a couple of speed records. Now you're working on track improvements in the off season. But next season, what is the one big prediction that we can put on film now so that we can come back a year from now and be like either A, Mark was right, or oh my God, never let Mark make predictions?
Gee, that's a tough question. But I mean, if I'm basing it off the current trend that we've got now, spectator count, racer count, I'm looking at 2020 to probably be our biggest year all the way around. I mean, money that the club has generated or just attendance numbers. I think that's, I'm looking at that as a good bet on my side. I mean, the trend is there. We've built it. Now, like they said, build it, they'll come. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. You know, people are starting to see, my God, we've got one of the best, if not the best, drag racing facility in the state of Hawaii. I mean, there's a lot of nice tracks everywhere else in the state, but you know, I think maybe I'm biased on it, but Maui, I mean, we've got, for the most part, probably got the best weather. We're centrally located. I mean, that's hard to beat. The other tracks, they got their challenges to, you know, put on an event. So, I mean, I'm hoping that will, you know, hold true and people will come out. I mean,
you know, I'm going to make a weird prediction. Okay, so 2020, I'm going to say is going to be the first electric drags. Why not? We can get some Teslas, right?
Well, we've got them already.
See? We can do an all-electric drag this year.
You know, as much as I think that's probably the future of the sport, it just doesn't have the
raw.
Without the sound of an internal combustion engine, I don't think drags will ever be the same. It's like racing slot cars. I mean, they've got it there, they're fast, and it's just, I think it's just a roar of an engine that gets people excited. Without that roar, I don't know if it'll be the same.
See, that's spoken like a true octane junkie.
Maybe.
Just
maybe.
Maybe. Well, I do have to say big thank you to NAPA because they were the ones responsible for us being able to come down here and play and have some fun and games. And they were also there the night that we got to give away some of their toolkits to the winners at the last race.
That was awesome. They really appreciated that.
Oh my God. I mean, are you kidding me? Any guy that's like sitting around, you know how many wrenches you bust in an average car?
Or lose.
My favorite thing is, I had to buy that again.
Yep, pretty much. No, we've had a great relationship with NAPA. I mean, it's gone back many years. They've brought Ron Capps, Funny Car Road Champion, to our track. They've done promos here with, and it's evolving. It's getting bigger every year, and that's what I want to see. I mean, we don't want to go backwards. We want to move forward, and definitely, we're definitely moving forward with that. So, can't complain about that.
I'm just going to make one suggestion. I think you've already made this suggestion. NAPA, bigger sign. Just bigger sign.
It looked big on paper,
It looked big on paper,
but when you're looking at it a quarter mile away,
Yeah.
it could be a little bigger.
Little bigger.
We're gonna try and light it up though next year. That's a plan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of lighting things up, I'm not going to take the rest of your afternoon. I
Thank
know
you.
you've got a lot of work that's burning under your acoli, as they say.
Definitely.
Yeah. For this season, for the 2019, we have to say thank you to the Valley Altiming Association. Of course, everybody that volunteer here at Maui Raceway Park, guys like Mark, who've done a lot of the hard work. And then, of course, NAPA. And then I have to thank for behind the scenes for us. I have a lady that does a lot of our work named Brenda.
Yes.
Thank you, Brenda, for making all this possible.
Thank you, Brenda.
Yeah. Now, we'll see you probably in February, right?
February.
Right
yes.
before the beginning of the season.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. But in the meantime, if you need information, it's mrp.org.
Yes.
You can go there and they can keep it up to date
Yep.
there. And then find it on social, right?
Yep. Facebook.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Mark, anything else?
No, I'm pretty good. Like I said, wish everybody a happy holidays from us here at MRP, Valley Altiming Association. We hope to see you guys all back in 2020.
Yes. Until then, though, stay revving those engines. And if you need some know-how, I know the place. Till next season.